on this midday Monday edition of MLB. It's the Tampa Bay Rays against the Texas Rangers. And we send it now to Rangers Ballpark in Arlington. Gary, John, and Steve are in the broadcast booth.
Whoo, you win, and guess what? You're still playing, you lose, you go back home to your mama's basement. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Show 'em Live 5-0, and this is Who. This is a simulated game. I didn't play with any of these teams because I really wanted to be with Rays, well, the virtual Rays versus the virtual Texas Rangers. David Price is taking them out for the Rays, and he is going up against, well, the guy that a lot of people may not know, Martin Perez. And here's the thing with Perez. Perez was awesome in August, but September is a whole different story as he only has 2 wins and the rest of no decisions, and his ERA is kind of sitting at 3 for September. It's really up and down. And here's Texas, a team that really has been on the cusp of becoming a World Series champion, but has always fallen short. And with the A's now taking over the spot in the West, this is the chance to kind of redeem themselves and get back into the playoff picture where they've been consistently for the last couple years. And maybe this time they can get it done. But the Rays, a very, very stout, very, very good defensive, very, very good offensive team, and has their ace on the mound. Is going to be a good matchup. So here we go with the first hitter, 0-2 count. Perez making a statement, getting that guy swinging for the first strikeout and the first out of the game. Just nasty pitches. He threw a strike there. That one was called strike. May not have been a strike. This one he has to swing out because the other one was called strike. And then he goes right back there and gets the first out of the inning. So as we look at the defense for the Texas Rangers, you got to highlight somebody, right? And as the game chooses, as I would choose, you got to highlight Elvis Andrus, the guy at shortstop, the general. He got that speed, he got that glove, he got that arm. What a great guy to watch play. But here, after getting the first strikeout, he actually gives up a hit to the center fielder, and now the Rays have the first hit of the game in the first. But here, he doesn't panic, he gets this. What a save by Elvis Andrus, and the double play to get out of the first inning. So after 1, it is 0-0. He does give up that 1 hit, but Elvis Andrus full extension. Kinsler with the great catch. He throws to the first. That's all I can say about that. As you look at the Texas Rangers, very high-powered offensively. But you go up against David Price, a guy who has not had the best numbers in Arlington, the best numbers against Texas Rangers. He needs to shut this offense down, give his team a chance to get at least 4 runs. I think that if you can hold this team to less than 4 runs, then Tampa Bay definitely had a chance to win this game. Here we go. We look at the defense for the Tampa Bay Rays. Got to go with that Longoria, man. The guy at the hot corner, he's great defensively, and his bat is probably is obviously the best bat in that lineup here. Yeah, just walk away, just walk away. Nasty 2-seamer by Price, showing why he was a Cy Young last year. This year hasn't really been that hot, but hey, you know what? This is only 1 game. You got to be in your A game. He's shown why he is one of the best pitchers in the league as he gets the second strikeout in the first inning to get out of it. So no hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts for David Price, and we go to the second inning. Here in the second inning, this one's laced for a hit by the Tampa Bay Rays, and guess what? Again, with no outs, they're doing something. Again with these double play balls. Elvis Andrus with the great pick and the good exchange to Kinsler for the double play. So it looks like Perez is giving up a little bit of hits, but at the same time, he's keeping his composure, and getting the double play ball. So now with 2 outs, we have Yunel Escobar with the bases loaded because, unfortunately, Perez didn't keep his cool and he gave up a ton of hits. But this one is just going to be popped up to the second base. The kids are going to get there to make the out. So bases loaded, a chance to blow this game wide open. Couldn't get it done, and we move on in the game. Third inning, 2 outs. David Price still dealing. David Price gives up a hit on a 1-2 count. That just got a little bit too much of his own, unfortunately. And now, well, Texas has a chance to get some runs here. David Price, 2-1 count. This one's grounded up the middle, but for some reason, the second baseman throws it to third base. I don't know what that was. May have been some type of glitchy. So in the third inning with 2 outs, David Price is like, "Yo, man, what are you doing, man? This is a must win. Why are you throwing to third base? That makes no sense." But David Price taking it upon himself to get the out at 0-2. He gets this guy swinging, and he gets out of the third inning. So luckily, the mishap of throwing it to third, when he should have thrown second for the easy out, doesn't hurt him, and he gets out of the inning, and it's still tied 0-0. Here in the fifth, this one's laced up the middle, and now Texas threatening against David Price in the fifth with no outs. So David Price trying to get something going, and Rios actually decides to try to steal, but that is not going to work as he is thrown out at second base. Great relay by Molina, and hey, you know, that's called the Molina cannon. It's hereditary. Here's one, and there's two. So after that stolen base, he ran into an out, and Tampa Bay, well, they get out of the inning. So still 0-0 after 5 innings. This is a pitcher's duel, something that we thought may happen, and according to this game, it is happening. So in the 6th with 1 out, full count, and he actually ends up walking this guy. So now there's a guy on first with 1 out in the 6th for Perez. Perez now in a little bit of trouble as this one is blooped right in front of the center fielder, and the Tampa Bay Rays are actually going to advance the guy from first to third. So now there's a guy at first and third with only 1 out. Great chance for them to get some runs. And here, this one is late strikes to Kinsler. Kinsler catches it, luckily, so there's 2 outs in the 6th. Now only needing 1 out to get out of this game. But here, full count. This one is in the dirt, and he walks the bases loaded. So Perez now maybe feeling the pressure, and Tampa Bay, Desmond Jennings steps up to the plate looking to make him pay. 2 outs in the 6th. Here we go. This one, Frazier comes in and he gives up a laser down the line as 1 run is going to score. And it looks like 2 runs are going to score. They send a third guy. The relay goes to third base to get Jennings. Jennings is safe, so a 3-run triple for Desmond Jennings off of Frazier. They do end up taking Perez out. Should they have let Perez in? That's going to be a decision. That wasn't my decision because the computer decided to do that. But hey, I would have kept with Perez, but he doesn't. And unfortunately, Frazier gives up a big hit. So now it's 3-0. They intentionally walk the next batter to get the double play possible at second. So now here, 2 outs, and this one is going to be lifted high, but right to the right fielder, and the inning is over. But after a huge double by Desmond Jennings down the line, it is now 3-0, and Texas in a little bit of trouble here. Here, David Price gives up this huge bomb all the way off the wall, and it actually ends up bouncing over the wall. So it is a ground rule double, and now Texas coming back saying, hey, you know what, we have been on that cusp. This is our year. Let's get this thing done. David Price ends up hitting the next batter with 2 outs, and that actually loads the bases. So David Price has lost total control of his pitching right now. But hey, what you gonna do, man? Pressure burst pipes. This one is a clutch hit into the gap. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs is going to score. And are they going to set a third one? Yes, they are. So 3 runs are going to score, and that's 3 RBI double. And now David Price's pipes have completely burst wide open as the game is now tied 3-3. And Texas's bats have now woken up from their deep slumber. And everyone knows, anyone that goes up against Texas, that is a bad place to be. But this one, luckily, grounded right to Escobar. Escobar throws it to first to get the out. So David Price does get out of the inning, but not before the damage is already done. As it is now 3-3. The hits are now coming for Texas, which can be very, very dangerous. Tampa Bay does not want to get into an offensive showdown with Texas. Here, Tampa Bay taking the pitches that they need to take as they get 2 men on with 2 outs after this walk. So Tampa Bay looking to get the lead again against Frazier. Here we go. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs in the 7th, and Frazier is going to give up a bloop single. This drops right in front of the center fielder, and 1 run is going to score. So now Tampa Bay retakes the lead off of a very, very clutch single. This basically just got too much of the plate, and he laced it into the outfield for a single, and luckily the speed was able to work for them, and they got the go-ahead run in Arlington. Huge run late in the game. 2 outs, 1-2 count, and this one's going to be a strikeout, so Frazier does get out of the inning, but the damage is already done, and I don't even know why they're leaving Frazier in at this point. He's not pitching that well, especially on a must-win game. You got to get him out of there when he's not pitching well. But Texas, I'm telling you, when these offensive bats wake up, you got some problems looming, and those problems now coming to light here as no outs in the 8th, a man on first and a man on third after that single by Beltran. This one's laced up the middle for a bloop. 1 run is going to score, and the game is now tied 4-4 in the bottom of the 8th. And guess what, you guys? Still no outs. Looney. This is freaking Looney Tunes right now. It could be bad for Tampa Bay. Here, no outs. This one, another single with the bases loaded. 1 run is going to score, and the bases are loaded once again. So basically, it's just ring around the rosy. Ring around the rosy. Here's another single. Another run is going to score. And they send the guy to third. He's going to score. So now this game has been completely busted wide open. 8-4, only 1 out, and he does get this strikeout. So now he's like, okay, you know what? Maybe 4 runs, we have a little bit of a chance going into the top of the 9th. But at the end of the day, 4 runs, this 8th inning just completely blew this game wide open for Texas. Like I said, you got to watch out for Texas' offensive bats because they will blow up at any time, and they could put a big, crooked, well, actually, here it looks like they're going to put up 2 numbers on the board as this one is laced into the gap, and 1 run is going to score as well as another run is going to score. So now, after that throw by Kinsler, the score is now 10-4, and they have now double-digit the Rays in the bottom of the 8th. It's sad right now. It's sad for the Rays. 11-4. This one luckily is going to be able to end the inning for the Rays, and he gets you out of first, but I mean, I can't even see the damage already done. The massacre, the 8th inning massacre is now over as it is 11-4. There's going to need to be a little bit of magic for the Rays to even have a chance in this one. So, 1-0 count in the 9th inning, no outs. The Rays looking for something, looking for some type of miracle. This one's bounced off the pitcher. The pitcher's going to pick this one up and fire it to first for the first out of the inning in the 9th. Texas can taste that game against the Indians. They can taste it here. 3-1. They do end up walking the next batter, unfortunately. So now, I mean, with such a big lead, it's not really that big of a deal. But at the end of the day, we've seen crazy stuff when it's a must-win game. Here, another single. So Tampa Bay, hey, you know, you guess what? Like I said, crazier things have happened. Here in the 9th inning, 1 out, and Ross is actually going to get this guy to ground into 1 and 2. Called safe. So the Rays are still alive, not quick enough on the turn. And then an 0-2 count here. Ross is going to get this guy to bloop a single just in front of center fielder. So 1 run does end up scoring. So now it is 5-11. So a 6-run game. I mean, they need a lot of help, but they are slowly starting to get it done here, the Rays. But unfortunately, here on a full count, 2 outs in the 9th, he laced this one right to who else? But Elvis Andrews gets that one, and Texas wins this one, and they will advance to go against the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was really fun. You know, David Price obviously pitched pretty well in this game. It was pretty fun to see a virtual thing, you know. So let me know what you guys thought about it. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know what other series you guys want me to do of these. These are actually pretty fun. They do take a long time because I'm not playing them, but you know, they are kind of cool to see. And yeah, kind of gives you a preview of what to expect. I really hope that in real life, I mean, I really hope that it's not this big of a blowout, because if it is, it's going to be terrible for the Rays. Because they really worked so hard to get here. They're kind of like the underdogs of these playoffs, and I really do wish them the best. But Texas is just so good offensively, and David Price has been so terrible against Texas. It's really a toss-up at this point. Leave comments down below. Who do you guys think is going to win in this game tonight? My pick, let's go Tampa, just because I'm an Oakland A's fan. Live 5-0, I'm out.